Julian from JulianTechTM, and today I'm in a special private event at the Marriott Hotel Singapore in Orchard. Haven't been in an event for quite some time, and PS5. On the left is actually the PS5, but I just signed an NDA that I cannot take a video of it, but I can take photos. So here are the photos. The event is actually over. I already tested out like 3 games, and one of the game was Astro Playroom. The game is basically a demo of the controller lah. So I can show the controller. Let's see what I wrote. The Sony Dualsense. Firstly, the vibration improved. Like God. It just feels like there's more information when they vibrate. When something is in the front, it vibrates at the front. There's this part where you ice skate and then it vibrates on the left, vibrate on the right. Feels right, feels right. It's very precise, like the Switch. There's this game where there's multiple balls and then you can turn and you can figure out how many balls are in this box. Yeah, this controller has this function now. It's just one more function to be immersed in the game, Oh, the R2 and L1. Amazing. Okay, so you look at the L2, I press like no resistance, right? It feels like there's no feedback. Basically, the game can change it for it to have more resistance. And the resistance is not like turn on, turn off. It's dynamic resistance. What I heard is that, let's say a game like NBA, where your player is fatigued, the shoot button, which is your right trigger, will be harder to press. It's just amazing. Like, it's dynamic. That's the thing that is mind-boggling. Oh yes, motion sensors. The motion sensor, the left, right has been improved. That's all I can say. Like, it's been improved. Like, it feels a lot better, feels more precise. Other than that, there's not much I can show. I can tell you what I'm seeing. On the front, there's one USB, there's one USB Type-C, there is a eject button and a power button. On the back, there's an Ethernet port, HDMI, power, 2 USB, blue color one, 3 point something lah. Other than that, the PS5 is big. Okay, the length of the PS5 is 38 cm. There's 3 cans, like normal cans, plus 3 more cm. So you can put the cans on your TV to see whether your TV console can fit the PS5. This video is gonna be quite short because the event wasn't very long. And there's a lot of things I cannot take and show you guys. But some stuff that we already know is that it has a GPU with 10.28 teraflops. It's about 8 to 9 times better than the PS4 at launch, but the Xbox Series X does have 12 teraflops. But then again, it doesn't matter if the game don't support it well. But what both console does support is 4K at 120 FPS. But the FPS is also dependent on the game, how intensive it runs. With that said, I think a lot of people are gonna need a new TV if you want to experience the full power of the PS5. Why do I say that? Because you need a TV that's 4K, that runs 120 Hz and has HDMI 2.1. If not, you still can play with the PS5, but just not the full power of it. So how much is the PS5? It's 729 Singapore dollars for the version with the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. And if you just get the digital only, it's $599. But really, I would like to cover more of the PS5. Do let me know in the comment if you want to know more about PS5 or even the Xbox Series X. Comment, like, show your support. That's the only way to let me know that you want to know more, especially when it comes to availability in Singapore and the price in Singapore and all things tech related in Singapore lah. But other than that, I think what Sony Singapore did was very innovative. How they run this event during this whole phase 2 period is that they have rooms separating all of us so we don't ever mix together, and each room can only have 5 people. So there's one person to make sure that we don't anyhow take pictures of the PS5, and then there's 4 other people playing the PS5. So altogether there were 3 rooms that they were using, and each room had 3 consoles and they had 3 time slots for 2 days. That means if you work out the math, only 54 people in Singapore, outside of the Sony people that have ever tried the PS5 today. And I'm one of them. And I took the first time slot, so I can say I'm the first one. Just say, I am the first one to use the PS5. But really props to Sony Singapore for having this workaround and letting us have a hands-on on the PS5. To be honest, as someone that plays PC most of the time, I wasn't very excited, not overjoyed, And I walked into the room very skeptical, but just on the controller alone, it was really fun. Like the innovation that Sony made to the controller, not everything is original, but the trigger, the adaptive dynamic trigger was something that really triggered me in a good way. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit the like to let me know that you want to see more PS5 or Xbox Series X. and we're gonna go back to Marriott Hotel. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Private event in Singapore, very long never come to event, very fun. It's a nice change for once. So thank you Sony Singapore, PS5 for inviting me down. I think we're done.